Welcome everybody back to Phandalin. This is session 16, rather. In session 15, the session began with the party forming a plan to win the Fomorians over as allies. The farmer proposes attempting to convince them the party consists of gods. It occurs to Cruel there is more Minotaur potion within the cursed gourd. And Echo proposes, as everyone's planning, that the party disguise themselves as members of the Winter Court. And the party agrees. Utilizing Gymnus to lure away the Great Boars, the party dons Cruel's Mothran disguises and boldly strides into the Fomorian tribe's grand chamber. Unable to speak Giant, Kroll uses a mix of comprehend languages and pantomiming to convey that the party is responsible for the Minotaurs, and Echo shapeshifts to further emphasize his point. Cruel elaborately pantomimes a challenge from the Winter Court to remove the Fomorian curse, obligating them to join the party upon failure. The Fomorians laugh and refuse the challenge, asking what business the Winter Court has with them if they should accept the curse. The farmer erupts with a cloud of mind-unifying spores, allowing the party to communicate with the leader. Upon connecting with the Fomorian leader's mind, they realize it is an undead entity consisting of all Fomorian leaders of the past, passed down from a cursed skull placed upon the body of the strongest member of the tribe. Realizing the Fomorians actually want the curse, Cruel suddenly makes an offer. Easy pickings for the Fomorians in the material plane in exchange for helping the Winter Court combat dragons. Cruel also assures them that he has a way to ferry the giants across plains. As the skull-faced lineage considered this offer, the behemoth asked one final question. Why an offer to move? What interest does the Winter Court have with the tribe, given that they haven't gotten along in the past? To this, Cruel replies, the Winter Court wants you gone. We are here as peacemakers to prevent a war. We're tired of looking at you. This recontextualizes the Winter Court's offer of territory into an offensive, strong-armed proposal of servitude under threat of death. The leader asks when the battle is supposed to happen, and Cruel informs them that the Winter Court will return to gather both the party and the Fomorians when they are needed. Backpedaling, the farmer privately recontextualizes the proposal again. The Winter Court is mistakenly banishing all that they feared to the same place, uniting them. The farmer proposes the Fomorians pretend to cooperate and accompany the party to gain new allies in the mortal plane. He also proposes blotting out the sun, or he says that he aims to blot out the sun in the mortal realm, ensnaring the plane in night. Intrigued, the leader shares that the structure itself that the Fomorians reside in can be transported. Lastly, the farmer suggests a coordinated rebellion against the Winter Court after gaining a foothold in the plain. The Winter Court peacekeepers and their captives depart, the Mothran having earned the ire of the Curse Weavers. The farmer has suggested war against the Winter Court with other strangers in the material plane, and the Winter Court has offered servitude or death. Both options demand the Fomorians relocate and pit themselves against dragons in the Winter Court's war. The party has left and have gathered here in the camp. And I also believe, Echo, it happened after we stopped recording, but I believe at the end of the session, you had spotted this hand holding one of these masks, and it sort of slipped into a dark pocket.
Right.
Is that ringing bells?
Yes, it does. I recall this.
Okay, so that brings us here. Gymnus is coming down from the tree. So, the party has just returned from negotiations with the Fomorians. I am curious, as your DM, what are y'all planning? What's your next step to take from here?
Well, do we need to find some more allies to bring to the material plane? Like, eventually?
What do y'all think?
Are there more allies to find?
I don't know.
Do we have any people here looking at the bug person who might know of other strangers to court? Other courts to court?
Luthen would rather not trust other courts in this matter.
Hmm.
Do you tell them about the other courts, Luthien?
As a player, I only know 2 of them, winter and summer, unless there's like a
Yeah.
different.
Would Luthien know any more enemies of the court?
Enemies of the Winter Court. There's the Drow in the Underdark. And there are rogue factions in the Underdark. Like, fucking goblins and shit.
Yeah, we can get some goblins. Why the fuck
Goblins
not?
sound cool.
Y'all want to go recruit some goblins in the Underdark?
So that means we gotta go to the Underdark.
We're
How do
in
we get there?
yeah. It's not on a different plane, right?
No, it's far probably though.
It's basically deep underground.
Yeah, we just
Yeah.
start digging, we'll get there.
Oh, I thought the Underdark was a different plane. Okay.
It's like a system of caverns. It's just very
dope.
expansive.
So then it's possible to get to.
Aren't we sort of looking for a god too?
The god?
Maybe.
Oh, yeah.
We eventually need to get back to Gimnus's patron.
What's that cavern in Skyrim where like you like just stumble into it and it's like a massive cavern? You know what I'm talking about, Hunter?
I honestly
Like
haven't
you're
played
just
Skyrim in
I don't
so
know the
long.
name of it, but it reminds me of the Underdark. It's just like this
What about the
big
cave in
fucking cavern.
Elden Ring when you go down that elevator and you're like, oh,
shit,
this
I
place
haven't
is
played
pretty
that.
big. Oh, okay.
Sophia, yeah.
And just keeps going down and you're like, oh, holy shit.
I would like to leave the underworld.
Yeah.
Luthien and Echo, make me nature checks.
You got it.
Nature. I'm just gonna roll my dice.
Nature. Oh, okay.
That will be 19.
19.
Do I have a nature?
Or sorry, 11.
11? Okay, so Luthien, you know that the way that the terrain sort of shifts, and like whole trees and plant life sort of emerge from the ground, you know that it sort of turns, and that what's essentially the ground level here is often the ceiling of the Underdark. And so if y'all can find, and it doesn't happen often because you've searched many a time, right? Because you've been trapped out here for a while. But if you can find one of these places where the terrain is like sinking in and you can manage to find a hole, that might be your best bet for working your way downwards. But even that's a stretch, and it hasn't been easy for you to find.
Well, the only way to find natural caves is follow the water. So the closest we're gonna get to a cave is probably near this river.
Not a bad idea. We're gonna get.
I do kind of see what looks like a cave out there in the distance. I don't know how hardly, yeah, like
He
there.
says, oh, okay. I mean, are we just looking for any random cave around here, just to see what we?
Yeah,
can
what could go wrong? Just enter the cave. Just enter the cave. It's all good.
Okay, so So what do y'all think about this Fomorian situation? What, because I would say when y'all left, y'all didn't really have a good read of what the Fomorians were going to do. You had sort of pitched, hey, you can either help us fight a bunch of dragons and then fight the Winter Court, or you can help us fight a bunch of dragons and still relocate. And then you were basically like, we'll give you a signal, and then y'all come running. When we signal, y'all come to us, right? And then y'all pieced. And you're basically like, if you don't do it, like the Winter Court's going to fucking come to war, and you're walking in there like wearing Winter Court disguises, like as officials.
Well, I guess we won't really know how the Fomorians are going to act until we come back to get them, or until we hear about, I don't know, something that's happened between that time.
Now, the other part of that, too, is that Echo and Cruel were disguised as the two Mothrin, but y'all had actually stated that the rest of the party were captives of the Winter Court that were to be sent off as well. And the farmer, you actually had more of an in with him than anyone as an undead.
Oh yeah, they're putty in our hands. I feel good about it.
Nothing could go wrong.
That's fine.
And yes, y'all didn't actually come here looking for Metzenvaki, but Gimnis was originally intended to navigate y'all to allies of Metzenvaki within the Feydark.
We can make him do that.
We could start there with allies. That's a really good start.
I don't think Gimnis knows how to get us there anymore. Is the problem we've had last couple
You
sessions.
could ask him. Oh,
No, Gimnis has told us he's completely lost now because we got
wow.
by the fucking.
Thanks,
storm.
Gimnis.
Yeah, so he's like, I could put a big SOS sign in the sky, but I don't know where to take you guys. Like, he could leave and be fine, because he can just, like, fly up out of here, right? And basically be okay. But he doesn't know where to take the party at this point. So he's basically stranded alongside y'all.
So he's incompetent.
He's unable to do his job.
He's
We could find.
Eat him.
We could try and find people who might know, the direction to point us.
Yeah, people here and just
There's people out
gesturing
here.
around to the.
Yeah.
There might be someone that knows their way better than this guy.
Yeah.
That's true. There's other beings in this place.
Yeah, Gimnis isn't from this place. He's from another plane. So he's,
Yeah, we need to find a local.
Yeah,
We're
Luthien, do you know how to find people here?
I look around and then I shrug my shoulders.
Damn.
If I knew where to find people, I wouldn't be here.
Wow.
Yeah, so actually these Fomorians are like the first location you have been able to find in quite some time.
Do you think the Fomorians know where to find some people? Can we roll back in there after threatening them? Hey, we're a little bit lost though. Do you know where
Could Gimnis fly up and see if he sees any landmarks of any kind?
Ooh.
Ooh, sure. Sure. Let's see, this will be kind of interesting. Landmarks in the Feydark, eh? Alright. Give me 1 second. Okay, so Gimnis flies up into the air, and after a few moments, he returns. He says, well, as far as I can tell, it's a lot of just wilderness. But I did see a couple of things. I was able to see some sort of large stone archway draped off in the distance. It seems to be surrounded by some sort of light. I wasn't able to make out too much of it. There's some big ugly mass of thorns off in that direction, and he sort of points off in just some other random way. He says, I was able to make out some strange arrangement of cliffs off in this other direction. And he says they had a sort of shifty nature to them. The longer I looked at them, they appeared to be rearranging. It was strange. And yes, I did say cliffs. I'm not too sure about that. Off in this direction, and he points off somewhere else, he says, there's a group of trees that seem to be wiggling about. I can't tell you why, but they were sort of swinging around in a way that didn't seem to come from the wind. Off in this way, he points somewhere else. There's a stone monument, and that seems to be some sort of landmark. Let me see here. It's a bit like this one here, sort of pointing up at the Fomorian structure, but without the tree. Some sort of large stone tower. And lastly, off in that direction, pointing off, he says, there's a large lake. That's all I could see for now.
Do I believe him?
Yes, you believe it.
He's gonna have us walk towards a large arch that isn't actually there.
Anything he says, I'll never fully trust.
Fair enough.
Not because I think he's being deceptive, but clearly.
Oh yeah. You don't trust his faculties. But I believe you believe that.
You seem confident. I'll say that at least.
I'm confident it's there for now. But I can't really promise it's gonna be there if we take too long.
So we got a lot of locations we can go to.
Yeah. There's usually, I would expect a settlement around a lake, right?
Oh, that's true. There might be.
Often.
Okay.
What did the light that was surrounding that stone archway, what did it look like? Was it like bright and steady? Was it flickering? Was it blue? Was it white?
Actually, it was moonlight. It was strange. It seemed to sort of draw the light in from up above. Yes, strange beams that sort of just came down from the clouds.
Moonbeams?
Indeed.
Oh. Yeah, I think that lake is a good option. It seems like the most possible place for people.
Down.
All right.
That's some fun.
Hunter Cormier,
Yes.
if I could borrow you for just 1 second.
Sure.
So I will say when I made this character, I didn't really put a lot of thought into the background. And I was like, oh, the Wanderer seems like it's kind of on flavor. Great. But I'm reading it. And maybe this helps, maybe this doesn't. But I have this feature called Ways of the Wild. Are you familiar with it?
I am not. Enlighten me.
I wasn't either until about 5 minutes ago. And it says, your years of traveling have granted you great knowledge of the world and its inhabitants. You know where almost anything can be found. whether it be monsters,
Ooh.
beasts, humanoids, plants, or more. And then I'm good at foraging. So I don't know if that's
Then I'm good at foraging. What the
Really?
fuck?
too long
It's my
sentences
sort
about
of
just
truffle.
foraging. I don't know, but
Okay, hold
I
on.
don't know if that helps.
Let me think for a second.
That's super convenient.
It is
real
I was like, there's no way I'm going to be able to help. And then I'm just kind of looking, and I was like, the Wanderer background. I was like, what is that?
The Wanderer, that's the background you have?
Yeah, I guess it's like a Outlander thing or something. It says like background Outlander, but it says Wanderer up top.
Wanderer. Oh, it must be. Oh, interesting. Ooh, interesting.
I've never played it before. I was like, well, this guy's wandering around. I don't know.
This might be like one of those kind of lame things that you get with a class until you need it for a very specific purpose.
Right. Like
Yes.
foraging? When is that going to come in handy? That's
well,
kind of finding things and foraging, and that's it.
Interesting. Okay, farmer. Okay. I will say this. You do know a way to the Underdark. It will be several days' travel. It would be a good distance from here. So like a next session kind of thing for me.
Okay.
But you could lead the party into the Underdark through a hive.
Nice.
Like a focal hive.
I sit on that information until after our next adventure.
Okay.
But eventually I'll share that with the party when
Well,
it's...
you can definitely propose it. Y'all just wouldn't be able to arrive there because I don't have anything prepped for that.
Okay. Maybe we should go investigate this lake, and then after that I can show you how to get to the Underdark. I'm a little more competent than Gimnis.
Wow. There's to be some bad blood.
What was that?
I was just saying, the bad blood between those two.
I love you, Gimnis.
Oh, okay, never mind. They're all good. Everybody, I misread the situation.
Yes. I think I'll stand over here for the remainder of this journey, if you don't mind. Okay, let me set up a lake map right quick.
Right, well, the lake, are we doing this right away, or do we need to get a rest? Did we get a long rest at the end of last session?
Actually, I would say y'all have just come out from like meeting with the Fomorians and have just
Okay.
come straight back to camp.
So we'll need to do a long rest before
Yes.
the lake, probably.
I would be down with that.
Okay. So, everybody's staying the night out here?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me think for a second. So you guys from here will be moving to the lake, and then you're out after that? Departing for the Underdark?
Is that the plan, y'all?
Yeah.
I'm up for
Sounds good.
We're gonna see if there's anything around the lake, any civilization.
Okay.
it. Please check out the lake. We can see what's going on over there.
Okay. So what would everyone like to do for their short rest? Or long rest, rather. What's everybody doing for the evening? / like, duration of the night.
I make my tea as I do.
Okay. Echo offers everyone tea.
I am playing with a multicolored vibrant flame and shifting it through and around my fingers like a coin.
Okay.
Just trying to pass the time.
Does anybody want to roll for crafting? Working on any projects?
Not currently.
Yeah, I don't think I'm working on any projects at the moment.
Okay. Y'all should pretty much always be working on something, because otherwise you're just burning
Hmm.
crafting checks, but that's up to y'all.
You could say I'm burning time.
I'll come up with a project that I'll work on. I just don't have one yet.
Okay. Alright. So, how far out are y'all exactly? I think y'all
From the Fomorians?
y'all had mentioned that y'all were like a safe distance from the Fomorians before.
Yes. Yeah,
Okay.
we moved away from them.
Yes.
Okay. At some point during the night, you will all be awoken by whoever is keeping watch. As that character sort of points alarmed into the sky, and you can all see this structure, which is like this large tree with this stone tower sort of built into it where the Fomorians live. And you guys see this, the night sky up above it is sort of lit up by this like electric, sort of like ultraviolet deep purple kind of rune that sort of hovers in the sky above this tree and this stone edifice, and then it begins to widen and widen into this like circle up above the tree, and then it sort of shines a light down on this tree and this tower, and there's like this large like and the whole structure sort of flashes and then is just gone entirely, and it's followed by this like as water sort of surges in to where the tree used to be, and the ground and terrain sort of crumbles and splashes into the water, and this Fomorian structure is now gone.
Sick.
They have teleported the fuck out.
It just poofed into
Aliens.
the air. Alrighty.
Is there anything left there, or is it a big open field?
Yeah, it's basically because they were actually near the water.
Okay.
So if you guys want to head back that way, we certainly can. Alright, so does anyone want to do anything this evening? Nobody's crafting, you're all just kind of resting for the sake of resting?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm
More or
just
less.
passing time.
Okay. Give me just one moment. Echo. Alright. There are a couple different things that I want to eyeball this evening. Okay. As y'all are winding down for the night, Fife, you have in your possession a small pouch, which is sort of moving about, and it's just sort of like a small wriggling pouch, and you have had this for I want to say like a couple days now.
I just realized what I wanted to do, but go ahead.
Okay, we can move to that next.
Is that the air elemental, or
Yes, but I think
keeping it in the
technically,
bag?
yes, I think technically you have not opened this yet.
Oh, I should probably open that.
Unless Cruel, did you identify Fife's bag? I think I
I
told
don't
y'all
think
this
so.
when we were rolling for loot.
Yeah, I don't think I identified it.
Okay. Then yeah, Fife, you just have like this squirming pouch.
Just been ignoring that for a while. Yeah. I don't know. I guess I'll just open it and see what happens.
Okay. So as you sort of curiously you sort of look at this pouch, and this pouch is like this ruddy, kind of grimy animal skin pouch. It looks to be a Fomorian make, and it's got these loose leather strings on it. And so as you sort of release it, there's this like of like warm air that sort of brushes up past your face and sort of rustles through your hair. And it's like a warm breath that just sort of like caresses your face. And you hear this sort of like a quiet sort of whispered sigh in your ear, sort of like and you hear a whisper that says, "At last, I've been freed from that awful prison."
The burlap bag? Okay. I don't know. Am I able to respond to it?
Yes.
Or can I see it, or is it just air?
So you can't actually see this thing. It's like a sentient breeze.
Cool.
And it sort of like ruffles about your hair. You intuitively know its name.
Ooh. What is his name?
Its name is Alaya.
Alaya. Cool.
Alaya. And this breeze sort of rustles about your hair, and it says, "Thank you." And it sort of flies off. You sort of hear it depart, and it sort of brushes away. And you can sort of see like the foliage as it sort of rustles and as this thing departs. And then suddenly there's another like, and it comes out of the bag, and it sort of brushes past your hair again. And you can sense its confusion through this magic of this pouch, which you've been holding on to for a couple of days. And Fife, you are able to intuitively control this entity, and through the magic of this pouch, you know that this air elemental, Alaya, is bound to this pouch and unable to leave.
Oh no. It's like a genie in a lamp.
Yes. And for an air elemental, this is a particular curse because it is like moving about is how they live. So like sort of being trapped in this thing but kind of unable to die and unable to move about, it's sort of bound to its master. So yes, that is your situation with this. You are free to interact with it any way you like, but you now have an air elemental.
Cool. Am I able to let it out so it can just kind of like fly around in the okay to fly space without it getting called back in, or does it have to sit in the bag?
Yep. As it tries to leave continuously, and you can feel its like growing frustration as it attempts to like, and it's like sort of flying out in various directions through the foliage, but it keeps sort of re-emerging out from within the pouch as if it was already in there.
Is there like a... I don't know.
Come again?
Am I able to speak to it?
Yeah, you can speak to it.
Hey. What seems... I guess have I already picked up on the issue at hand, or am I able to... I guess talking to the air spirit, I would say, it seems like you just keep getting sent back here. I don't know. Maybe if you just chill around this area without going too far. It won't zoop you back inside the pouch.
Ah, yes. A terrible, terrible fate. So awful a thing to have happened. Trapped forever. Cursed by a monster.
How did that happen?
How does a Fomorian capture an air elemental? That is a great fucking question.
With a jar and a vacuum cleaner?
Wow.
I don't know.
With a... Ooh, okay. It was with a strange device, woven from cords. I flew through it and was ensnared. I've been trapped in this pouch ever since.
Do you know if there's any way to break this curse?
Well, I suppose the ones who created it could break it.
Ah,
If not one of you. Surely one of you can, my saviors.
is there anyone here who knows how to... Well, is everyone asleep already, or no?
No. This is still like early evening. Does anyone know Remove Curse?
Yeah.
It's like level 5.
Nah. Uh-oh.
Closest I have is Lesser Restoration, but I don't think that'll do it.
Seems like you might be stuck with us for a little bit longer. Alaya? Yeah, Alaya.
So terrible. Such a terrible thing that's happened. It'll just continuously try and fly off a few times, but after a while, it'll sort of just stay in your vicinity, Fife, not having much choice.
Yeah. I don't know. We'll free you one day, hopefully.
Okay. Alright, Luthien, did you have something you said you wanted to do?
Oh, sorry, I was muted. I'd actually like to go foraging for plants.
Okay. Yeah, totally.
I need a bodyguard, and I think I'll choose Echo, since... Yeah, I'll go with Echo.
Okay.
Not the farmer, the foraging expert?
I know Echo, or I don't know.
Echo actually also gets twice as much while foraging due to being a ranger.
Ooh.
I'm a ranger, so it works out.
Also a foraging expert.
But the farmer, I would say, when you said your background made you excellent at foraging, does it actually specify anything out of curiosity?
It does. Well, actually, I've made some revelations in regards to this. So I found a homebrew Wanderer background. That's not what it was. It was the Outlander background. But there's a Wanderer like subdivision of the Outlander. And it still kind of says the same thing, but on a lesser level. But yes, I'm still good at foraging, but the actual Player's Handbook version does not lay it out.
Gotcha. Okay. Just wondering. Well, okay, yeah, just curious. So, Luthien, you're wanting to head out with Echo?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll go out with them.
Alright, sure. Let me see if I can bump y'all over to something different here.
Alright, so what kind of foods are you looking for out here? What are you foraging for?
Components that I can give to our friend Isadora. I see she's an expert alchemist.
Yes,
Perhaps we can do a little bit of studying.
I must admit, I've been doing the same thing recently. I don't know if I gave that to her already or not. I don't know. Yes, I've been doing the same thing. Can I do some sort of check and look in for some stuff for her? Luthien?
Sure. Yeah. So, well, what would a 4? I guess roll nature, y'all. So
Yeah,
we can each roll nature, and then that'll be considered the help. We'll treat advantage between the two of you, so whoever has the higher.
Cool.
Nature button. Nice.
Ooh.
Gotta be finding some juicy.
Oh, nice,
Holy
dude.
shit. Okay, so
Nice.
not only do you find what you're looking for, but you find twice as much as what you're looking for, and then that
What did
gets
I actually?
doubled again because Echo is a ranger.
Oh God, what did I find?
So what are you looking for exactly?
I'm looking for interesting flora and fauna that, like, I'm just grabbing a little bit of everything because I've never met an alchemist out here.
All right. Let's see what you find.
Clickety clack.
While I'm collecting, I turn to Echo and say, "Protection's not the only reason I brought you out here.
I figured
Have you
that.
thought of our deal?"
You know, I have given it much thought, and I think we do have a deal.
Interesting.
In fact, I think this is the opportune moment to act on this deal. Would you agree?
Quite sudden, but I see why not. Let me tuck these herbs away, and then we can
Of course.
continue.
The only thing is, I need you to, um, this door is secret, so I need you to not look while I open it.
Fair enough. I turn around.
I will stand behind him and open the door behind him as he's turned around so I can make sure he's not looking.
Oh shit. Okay.
So I can still keep this secret, but also bring him in.
All right. Okie dokie. So you are actually opening a door to Meryl Suhana right now?
That's the plan. If you need to take a second to do something else, that's fine.
Okay. Yeah, give me one quick second. Let me see if I can do this real quick. If I remember how to fucking... What is it? There we go.
Before Echo goes through this doorway, they will take off the necklace that they had donned.
Okay. Hold up. Okay, good. Oh, don't do this to me. Come on, give me a... There we go. All right, Echo. So you sort of create this on the ground, and then the eye blinks and fills with an inky black space. Which you are then able to step into. And the two of you are going to step into this. Luthien, actually, before y'all do, Luthien, you find you find water lilies that when you set them up in a sequence, like say you set them up within like 20 feet of each other, and then you make a sound to one of these water lilies, they will, that sound will be reverberated along the path of water lilies that you set up, so that they are all producing this sound.
Okay, so I get how many of these?
Let's go ahead and say you find a seed pod. Or no, I guess it would be a seed pod. Let me see how this would be. It would be like unopened flowers that are like ripe for the picking, right? We'll say you find a patch of these, so you've got 7 of them.
Okay.
And
All
they
right.
will, I'd say within 30 feet of each other. If there's another one within 30 feet, they will pass along that sound and emit that sound as if the source is from them.
Nice.
In addition to that, you will find something called... Ooh. You're going to find ethereal dragonflies. These are delicate and translucent dragonflies that shimmer with all colors of the rainbow. Each of their wings carries a different enchantment. And so when you take these wings and you crush them, you will produce a random effect.
How many of those?
You have 3 dragonflies.
Okay.
Okay.
So, like, 1 dragonfly equals 1 random enchant, or is it for 1 per wing? Like, so, like, each dragonfly has 4?
Let me see. Yeah, I would say 1 dragonfly is 1 enchant.
Okay. That's fair.
Just for the sake of...
Otherwise, I'd have 12.
Yeah, yeah.
Fair question, though. Fair question.
Okay, so... Luthien, you watch as Echo steps into this eye, which they seem to have drawn on the ground, and it sort of shines with this sort of strange glow. And then they sort of step into the eye, and as they do, they begin to like sink beneath the surface, and they sort of slip into the inky blackness of the ground.
I step into it.
Okay. As you step into it, you find it's almost like quicksand or slime, where it's like hard with the initial pressure, but then once you're like standing in place, you kind of just begin to sink into it. And as you slide into this darkness, this goopy layer sort of passes up over you and slips above your head.
Ooh. That guy's not on the map yet.
Yeah, let me put him on here. Oh. Okay. Alright. Luthien. As the thick darkness sweeps up over you, you pass through it like a film, and once on the other side, you find yourself standing beside Echo in this strange place. Crank down this music just a hair. Okay. Before you, Luthien, is a wide, empty, endless plain of black as far as the eye can see. When you take a footstep, it's shrouded in darkness. You can't see your feet. And you're sort of stepping through. There's a splash, and you can see a gentle ripple in the sort of fog at your feet. And what you're stepping in, you feel a surface, but it's not terribly hard. But you are able to walk across it. The black expanse is dotted with small pillars of stone. And in the distance, you see a small wooden hut. I think the original map for this is actually longer. This is a recreated map. But alone in this expanse sits a small wooden hut. And there's nothing else in this area except for you, this hut, and these small wriggling figures.
So like the wriggling figures, what do they? Is it just? It's just like a black shape with eyes, like light eyeballs.
Sure. So if you were to make your way over to one of these and kind of get a closer look at it, it doesn't seem to take any notice of you. It's sort of just a vague here.
I see. What happens if I reach out and touch it?
If you reach out and touch it, your hand just passes into it. It doesn't seem to take any notice of it.
Is it chilly?
What does it feel like?
Yeah.
It's warm, and it makes you feel sad when you touch it. You are struck with a sudden sense of empathy, Luthien, as you touch this, and you feel a sense of being trapped and of despair.
But once I pull away, that goes away, right?
Correct.
Okay. I'm like, oh, I don't want to touch that.
As the two of you near the cabin, if this is what you intend to do,
Yes.
this
Yep.
door will slowly open inward. Inside you find the room is empty, save for 2 chairs. Which are placed in the center of the room. A line of chairs behind a hulking figure who is seemingly standing in this room with nothing else in it. Off on one side writhes another one of these small figures, not sitting in a chair. But Luthien, turning, this hulking figure, too tall to be any humanoid race that you're aware of, too many joints in the fingers to be an elf. She hunches over and regards you, smoke pouring from this censer that she carries with her. Ah, Echo. You have come at
I've never
last.
seen anything like that before. That is freaky. I turned to Echo and I asked, so is this the one?
It is.
Please.
So do I
Take a
just
seat.
walk up?
Well, there are 2 chairs here. I imagine they're meant for us. I suggest we take a seat and have a conversation.
Yes, she gestures at the
I
chairs.
take a seat.
Whoop.
So does Echo.
Let me fix that for you. Okay.
It's good to see you again.
Indeed, the pleasure's mine. What brings you here, fair Echo? And with a guest, no less. A drow man. An outcast. What brings you to my
Hunter, if you're
cabin?
talking, you might be muted.
ADC? Oh, it's back.
Damn. Can y'all hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man!
Oh.
Alright. Hang tight. Let me make sure everything's... Okay. Pass the snap test. Alright, whatever. That's fine. So, what did y'all hear last?
I said it's good to see you again. And that's it.
What of my descriptions did y'all hear? Because Barrett started talking while I was talking, so I don't know if I cut out before that.
I don't remember.
I know that you said all the descriptions leading up to this house, and now we're in the house, and there's 2 chairs there, and we're sitting. And
Oh
you've
my
described this
god.
room.
So y'all didn't hear any. I did describe the room?
You did describe the room, and you described the person who's standing in front of us.
Okay, perfect. Yes. So she offers you chairs, and she says, "At last, you finally arrived, my fair Echo. And you've brought a guest, no less. A drow man, an outcast. What brings you two to my cabin?"
I must admit,
Am I
since the
mute?
last
Oh,
time...
sorry. Keep going.
Since the last time that we met, one thing has been on my mind.
Oh?
That has been this interesting form of communication that you have. Are we speaking in our minds right now?
No, here she's speaking out loud.
Okay, can I say the last part in my mind and hopefully she hears me?
Sure. Okay, so then, yeah, she's... So what do you say out loud, and then what do you say in your mind?
Oh, shit, what did I just say? Okay, I say... Oh, I say, out loud, there's something that's been on my mind since the last time I was here, and then in my mind, I'll say, your interesting form of communication.
And she says, "Oh? And what brings you here?" And in her mind, she says that to you, Luthien. In her mind, she is going to say to Echo, "I'm intrigued. And what do you wish to know of this?" So now she's asking you guys both things.
Luthien, why don't you go next? We'll take turns.
Okay. I was told about your incredible power, and I would like a blessing.
Incredible.
I would like the ability to raise an army of my own.
An army, you say? Well, that's asking for quite a bit. And how do you plan to go about obtaining this army? You'd like me to produce it for you?
I wouldn't ask that much of you. I would only ask that I have the ability to do it myself. But through any means that I find necessary.
Oh. Interesting, yes. Perhaps we could make an exchange. There is something I wish to do. You could perhaps assist me in this, and I could help you with your army in return. And
What would you like?
okay, so let me think for a second. And so Luthien says he wants an army, which...
But he's willing to build it on his own. He just wants the ability to, do that, in any way that he can. Through, whatever powers she can grant him, like mind control or necromancy or whatever.
Interesting. Okay. Echo.
Yes.
What are you wanting to know about her telepathy?
In exchange for a gift I have brought for you, I would like to also have this ability to both be able to speak to and receive messages in the mind. And Echo will pull out this large needle, and it is a wondrous barrier tattoo needle. That's the gift that they're offering. Hopefully
Wondrous
it's a good
barrier.
trade.
Interesting. So you're offering... What the fuck is a
I've also
wondrous-
brought for you this person who you can make a deal with, and I know you like to make deals. So I brought her 2 gifts.
Okay. All right. Oh my god. Okay. Holy shit. What level was this?
The barrier tattoo?
Mm-hmm.
What do you mean?
There's uncommon, rare, and very rare. Do you know?
I don't.
Okay.
I just you told me it was a barrier tattoo, and that is what and it was a needle essentially. I could give you the barrier tattoo. And it does require attunement. I'm sorry, I don't know what level it was.
Interesting. Alright, let me think for a second. Luthien wants an army. Meryl Sohana has a task for Luthien.
I mean, I'm not like asking for a literal army. I'm asking for the ability to influence or create soldiers of my own.
Right. Okay.
It'll take a lot of work on my end.
It is. Here's what's gonna happen. She answers both of you simultaneously. I have a task for you both. And if you're willing, I can grant you what you ask. You see, it's quite fortunate that you're both here, because I need the 2 of you for this very particular thing. And she turns. Echo, she will accept your gift in addition to this task. But we'll give you what you're asking for. Merosuhana is going to turn and sort of slides across the floor to this figure here. And with a wave of her hand, this figure sort of thickens into the homunculus.
So I saw that come from Echo and transform into that. Is that what I just saw?
No.
This
is
figure
expressive
was
creature.
standing off to the side of the room.
Oh, I didn't see it. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Is that the homunculus that escaped?
Yes, this is the homunculus.
I've
This
been
is the
looking for
homunculus.
him.
So I see this, and is it the same size as they usually are?
Yes, it is the same size as they usually are, and as it like comes out of being, it's sort of like clawing, and it's like kind of attempting to leap, and you can see Meryl Suhana sort of effortlessly like holds up a hand, and it's just sort of like held in place, you know. And she says, "I've been doing investigations of my own. I can give you what you wish for, what you're asking for, the 2 of thee. Your army. I'll give you what you need to create it. But you must assist me. What I need from you, from both of you, is that you learn from these creatures. And you learn about this place. There's a place I wish for you to go, and only one of you can go there. There's a tree in the town of Phandalin. I can afford one of you a trip there for only a day. It must be you," sort of pointing at Echo.
Oh.
I will send you to this place and you must speak with the entity there. Tell her nothing of our deal.
And what do you want me to speak with this entity about?
I simply wish to learn why it's present in Phandalin and what its intentions are. But be wary, it will try to manipulate you. If it knows of our deal, it will make matters worse.
Very well.
Since you, sort of turning to Luthien, cannot go where this one goes, I have another task. You are to set about creating a mask. It's a very special mask, one for building armies.
Is she talking to me?
Yes, she's talking to you, Luthien.
So create a mask.
And she says, this mask can only be created through a certain rite. Of what these particular creatures
Created through a certain rite?
Yes, rite.
Hello? Earl Suhana? You in there?
Yes, can you not hear me?
Uh-oh, technical difficulties again.
You in there? You in there?
All over.
Yo. Is it just like dropping me?
I'm fucking with their spirits. Oh,
Yeah.
what's up?
It seems like it. Yeah.
Weird.
It just
like,
drops out, yeah.
Mid-sentence? Okay, so a certain rite, is that the last thing you heard?
Yeah, I was asking what if you were saying right or not.
Yes, I was saying rite. It can only be created through a certain rite. And I wish to bind to this mask the essence of what these creatures, what drives these creatures, what gives them their power.
What creatures do you speak of?
She's talking about this creature and the
okay.
and the same creature that she is asking Echo as well to go investigate. So she's saying she will give you both what you want. She'll swap that needle and give you what you're asking for, Echo. And Luthien, she will give you a way to build your armies if you help her build this mask. And then you can use this mask to create armies.
The only way I can do that is by studying the homunculi and creating a mask from their essence.
Well, she's essentially telling you she's studying the Abyss.
Yeah.
And she is wanting to learn more about the Abyss and then create a mask using this magic, which she specializes in. But she needs the help of the two of you to investigate the Abyss a little bit more.
But Echo is the only one that can go to Phandalin and talk with the tree.
That is correct. So this
Is there a way for me to be sent to an abyssal area, or is this something I have to?
This is going to be an ongoing arrangement.
Okay.
Because you're asking for a mask that makes armies, right? And she's like, okay, yeah, but like we're gonna work together to make this thing. Or you're saying I want to make a way to make armies, and she's like, okay, I got you. Okay. That being said, how does this sound to the two of you?
It sounds like we have our work cut out for us, don't we, Echo?
Indeed we do, and I believe they have a deal. What kind of entity is she, by the way?
Echo,
Do
roll
we
me a nature check.
Who got it?
Luthien, you can make me a nature check as well if you like.
Nature. Where's my token? Ooh,
14.
that's not bad.
It's not bad. You're not certain, but let me see. With 14, So, Luthien, you can sense, you can sort of gather just from like the kind of vibe that Meryl Suhana gives off that she is Fey, but there is something very distinct to her that is not Fey, and she's like steeped in it.
Is she emanating that black smoke or whatever?
Mm-hmm.
I can see that.
This black smoke, yeah. This black
Was
smoke.
I able to see anything like that before, or is this the first time?
Well, as you walked in, you could see the black smoke, like, kind of pouring out of this sensor that she has, because it sort of fills the room, right?
Okay.
Like really, there's like a gentle layer of smoke all across the floor here, because this room is like...
Oh, okay, so it's not coming off of her, it's coming out of her...
Yeah, look, she's actually holding, like, this sensor, which is, like, continuously smoking, right?
Yep. I see now.
Then we have an accord.
You have a deal. What was your name again?
Awesome.
At this, she just sort of, like, smiles, right, as y'all agree to this deal. And as she does, this smile splits across her face, up her cheeks, and through her headdress, and you can see in an almost kind of like anglerfish kind of way that there's actually this much larger, hunched over creature that's sort of like squatting in this room in front of you.
Like Pennywise when he like opens his mouth real wide? Kind of like that?
Sort of. It's like this woman is like... her body is like the tip of its mouth, and the rest of it is sort of like hunched there barely visibly, but as it starts to laugh, you can see through like this illusion as her headdress kind of splits open to reveal this like large mouth across her face, and this creature just sort of like yes, you may call me Meryl Suhana. I think we were going to do great things together.
I agree.
Well then, you both have work to do. Are you ready?
I
I nod
am
my head.
ready. Yes.
Okay. Alright, so with this, Luthien, you are going to be granted knowledge of how to create a mask. I will give you more details on this, but the mask itself will be quite intricate. And we will go into kind of greater detail outside of the session. Echo, what I have for you is another scene straight from here, so I want to check with the rest of the party, see if they want to do anything before they...
Totally. Let's take a pause. That's a great pause point.
Witness more stuff.
You got it.
So yeah, while these two are AFK, what are the rest of you up to?
Aren't we asleep? What?
Is this in the middle of the night?
I thought so.
I just thought this was like campfire time.
Campfire time. Okay.
I mean, I don't know. That's up to Echo and Luthien, I guess. But I assumed it was like during, just like settling down time.
Yeah, it's like evening settling down time. That's what I thought it was.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we're all kicking it. We're just hanging out by the fire.
Yeah, so you are just hanging out by the fire. Gimnus is probably like... he's probably going to start chilling in trees now. TBH. This party's getting a little bit smaller. And Isadora is experimenting.
Okay, so it's Isadora, me, Fife, the farmer?
Yep.
Okay. So Cruel turns to the farmer and says, apologies. I might have seen something I wasn't supposed to.
What did you see, Cruel?
Are you here to betray us?
Betray you?
Are you a
Well,
Yeah.
police officer?
Cruel. Fife. Gimnis. I value our friendship deeply, and the safety and well-being of Phandalin as well.
Okay. So you're not out to like damage our mission or anything like that.
What is the mission?
Prevent the destruction of the town of Phandalin?
Oh, that mission. Probably not.
Probably.
What about
I
us
like the
reuniting
vibe.
with what about Gimnis getting us back where Gimnis wants to get us?
Gimnis is incompetent, but I appreciate his loyalty. He'll be a good minion.
Yeah, but you're cool with him taking us back wherever he wants?
Just look at him sleeping in the trees. What an innocent face he has.
Oh my god.
Five, do you want to say anything to that?
Oh, I'm sorry. I think I was saying something, but it wasn't coming through on the mic. I don't know. I don't know. I feel like Gimnis is guilty of something, don't you?
Gimnis is guilty of something?
Yeah, I don't think he's got
I had divine revelation that the farmer is here to betray us.
Yeah, but he seems so nice. So I like him.
But you know who seems incompetent? Gimnis.
The
Exactly.
farmer. The farmer. Would you like actually? Let's jump in whisper really quick. The farmer.
Okay.
Okay. Cool. So the farmer. You know where a lot of shit is on all planes because you have hives there.
Because he is, in fact, the farmer.
Because he is, in fact, the farmer, and the farmer is much more than the farmer. You learned of Phandalin through Fife and Cruel, and since then you have, back in the material plane, Thunder Tree, the cult, the quote-unquote cult, which has just been you, has slowly begun to move southeast.
Nice.
Through plants and animals and
Digesting it all.
farming it. Okay, so yeah, that's that.
Good to know.
Cool. Okie dokie. Sorry about that.
No problem.
Just giving the farmer some context there. So Cruel, you were asking, like, are you actually out to betray us, or like what the fuck is
Yeah,
up with that?
you know. My next question was going to be, hey,
I feel like if someone is out to betray you, and you just go, "Hey, are you gonna betray me?" They're gonna say no.
lying is very bad in the Fate arc. You're not supposed to, and I'm depending on that.
That's
and the fact
bad
that
for
the
me,
farmer is
'cause
currently very outnumbered.
Yeah, but I've lied basically the entire time I've been here. So
Yes, but we're going to probably pay the consequences at some point, and that's okay.
Everyone
Cross
you've
that
lied
bridge when we
to
get
is
to
like dead at this point.
dead. Yeah,
It's all
those
good.
are the consequences of my actions.
Yeah, so I don't think what you said about Elok was true. Was it?
What did they say about Eli?
That Elok was...
Fife, what did you say about Elok?
What did I say about Eli?
the farmer said that Elok was working for the Winter Court. That doesn't make sense to me.
That's what
probably not
Gimnis
true.
told me.
No. That's not true.
Gimnis told me with his own mouth, and then he flew away and lost
Gimnis have a mouth?
Gimnis is here with us. Do you want me to ask Gimnis?
Please.
Yeah, you wanna
Okay.
fucking like call down Gimnis?
Okay.
Oh my god.
Can I please tell Gimnis, hey Gimnis, probably stay away from us a little bit.
No, Gimnis.
Yeah, I
come
mean,
here, come-
Gimnis
come
was
here,
already kind of
Gimnis.
staying away from you guys. But
Okay.
just a reminder, Gimnis, when Gimnis came running up after y'all executed Elok, y'all had told him that, and he was like, "Oh, what the fuck? Like the mortals are weird. Like, okay, I guess if you're just gonna like."
Yeah. So that would be a
guess.
really
Mortals
weird
are
thing for
weird.
Gymnast. So
Wait,
I don't
hold
think
on,
Gymnast said
Let
that.
me think. Y'all didn't. Yeah, y'all told Gymnast. Oh
It's just
god.
a very obvious lie.
Oh my god. Okay. All right. So fucking Gymnast is gonna like climb down from this tree as you guys are like, "Hey, fucking Gymnast, get
Why
down
is he
here."
climbing? He can fly.
Well, because he's got
Bug-like. Bugs sometimes
Tarsi.
crawl.
He's got tarsi,
Yeah.
and he uses his tarsi to climb down the tree. So he's just like skittering down. He's like, yes, is there something I can do for you mortals?
Gymnast, did you tell the farmer that Eloc was working for the Winter Court?
That Eloc was working for the Winter Court.
Yeah.
Forgive me, Cruel. I was under the impression that he was one of the mortals like yourselves.
He also got us lost, didn't he?
I think that was our fault. And you weren't there for that either.
Eloc
What are you talking about?
Eloc was traveling
Wander was there in
separately
spirit.
with Isadora.
Fife, back me up.
Yeah.
No. I just want you to be straight with us. I am okay with you being.
Yeah, what are you talking about? The
duplicitous.
farmer's been with us from the beginning of this entire story.
Always.
Fife, out of curiosity, what do you think of Eloc's death? Because I don't know if you were necessarily there for that.
Oh, I totally would have probably been part of that. Eloc took the evil bargain, right?
No, that's the other one that ran away and is lost somewhere.
Oh.
Yeah, plotting his revenge against us.
Well, I mean, Eloc was probably going to die anyways.
He was really in for it, just for his own ambitions. I could totally tell.
No.
He was a bad person.
I mean, I never really liked Eloc all that much anyways.
Eloc was the one we liked more than the other one. Eloc
Okay,
was the
yeah,
shitty one.
but
This might be on me,
that's
guys. Maybe there was a misunderstanding. Goodness, if I have misunderstood, I apologize. I thought you said we should kill Eloc, and I just kind of went with it.
That does sound like something that Gymnast would say.
Can you tell us right now what the punishment for lying repeatedly is, Hunter? Is there something
Is there really?
we know about?
I've always been lying this whole time.
I don't
Like, I
think
pretended I was
anyone.
royal.
I don't think anyone has lied to Gymnast yet, because
Not to Gymnast, to us.
Well-
We are getting fucking lied to.
Yeah, but we're
that's-
not from here.
y'all are
Rules
mortals,
don't
yeah.
apply.
That's fucking up to you
Diplomatic
guys.
immunity.
Yeah, how do mortals do things? I don't know.
Gymnast, could you ask
Apparently
the farmer
mortals die.
if he actually thinks you said that?
If the farmer thinks that Gymnast said
Actually said that
that,
Eloc was.
well, if I recall correctly, what I was told was that the mortals were settling a dispute amongst themselves. I'm not from here, so I wouldn't necessarily know if Eloc was, but Eloc was here in the woods prior to our encounter with him. It's possible for all I know.
See, Gymnast agrees.
Well, Isadora's not here, so I can't Isadora to prove this obvious lie.
Oh my god. Well, I mean, TBH, Isadora fucking knows. Oh, okay. So, Isadora,
God damn it.
I guess listening in on this fucking conversation is gonna be like, I heard my name. Something I can do for you. I gotta find this one.
Was Eloc working for the Winter Court during your time here, alone with him?
Winter Court? No, he came through the portal that the witch made. from
Okay.
Phandalin.
All right, thank you. So,
Why do you ask?
you know, I'm just wondering because the farmer seems to be up to something. Maybe not in our best interest.
Why do you think these?
Because he keeps lying to us.
Lying about what?
Are you saying that every time we lied to someone, we didn't have their best interest at heart, Cruel?
Yes!
That may be true. But I feel like that's very judgmental of the farmer who we just met, but has also simultaneously been here the whole time.
I've
Okay.
had your back. I've killed Fomorians for you people. I gave thumbs up to Fife.
Strange,
I did like the thumbs up.
strange plant man. Let me ask you. Do you plan to harm us in some way?
Define harm. You mean
You will
hurt
kill us.
you? Well, no. No.
Will you do something worse than kill us?
Would
I like
definitely
that
not do
confidence.
that.
Okay.
Not so sure of yourself.
Okay. What do y'all think of that?
I think the farmer's lying to us.
You want to roll for it?
Okay.
He's like, yeah, I want to roll for it.
Should I roll deception?
If you're deceiving.
What am I rolling? Insight?
Insight. Yeah, if you're trying to call him. Nice. Fife, you rolling against that?
Oh, I know. I want to believe.
Oh my god.
Fife is on board.
Oh my god. Okay, so here's the thing, Kroll. You don't have to believe that the farmer is up to nothing.
Mhm.
But at this, Isidora is going to say, well, I believe him. It sounds like he will do us no harm.
Farmer, can we make a deal?
Maybe.
Will you tell us before you do anything to undermine us?
Yes, I will promise you that if I hypothetically murder all of you, I will inform you before I do it. Shall
Okay.
we shake on it?
Sure, I'll shake with the farmer on that.
I shake hands.
Okay. Oh my
Cheers. I will
God.
also shake to that.
See, Fife's on board.
Okay. All right. Meanwhile, Echo.
Yes.
You are going to be. There is a rift that is going to open in front of you, and that is going to place you. Oh shit. Where's everybody right now? Give me one quick second. Let me unarchive this map. We haven't been here in so long.
It's been a minute.
It's been a minute. All right. Echo, you are going to be placed back in Phandalin, but you are going to be placed there inside the boundary. So very briefly, a door will sort of ripple open inside the circle where that tree was.
Ooh. Whoa. That's some devil shit.
Okay. So, Echo, you appear in this otherworldly space The world around you, you recognize to be Phandalin. Just hair for myself. Okay. You recognize the world around you to be Phandalin, but the town and everything for as far as you can see in every direction is covered in fire. Except for this glass-like sphere which exists around this solid black tree. You recognize this tree, Echo, to be the tree that was emerged from the rubble back at the mansion in Phandalin that Fife and Cruel had burned down. Except now, there is no rubble within this glass sphere. You can just see that the roots sort of spread flatly across an invisible surface, and beneath that surface sits thick runes that sort of blaze with white light, and they sort of glow. And this tree, which sort of stretches before you, has this black bell. And sort of sitting there, motionless, above all of this, is this entity. And this is the entity that Fife and Cruel had summoned from the book that the Roderos brother opened. And this thing is looking down at you, Echo.
Oh. Excuse me. Hello there.
It's going to sort of descend down and greet you. And it's going to say, "Kindred spirit, welcome to this place. Odd that you should find yourself here.
Well, it is like you say, we are kindred spirits, yes?
Yes. Why do you wear that form?
Is the form helps me fit in where I am from? Did make you more comfortable for me to change? Happy to oblige.
It is not your true self." And it sort of casts away. It like sort of stretches open a hand, right? Or it reaches open and it pulls open its jacket. And out from within one of these like little gremlin things that are like inside its robe here, sort of passes out a face on a stick. Face on a stick. What the fuck is it called? It's like a masquerade mask, but it's one of the ones on a stick, you know? And it's the face of one of these homunculi. And it says, "I've been watching you. You and these other mortals." These other faces come out, and it's one is Cruel's face on a stick, and another, it's got multiple hands, another comes out, and it's Fife's face on a stick. You travel with the ones who call us to this place. You wear their skin.
I do. Did I know that Cruel and Fife called this being to this place, or did this being just inform me of that? Because I don't know.
I think I know they told you about what happened.
He did. Okay,
They did tell you about what happened, but I don't think in that telling of the story, I don't think that Pfeiffer crew were like aware of their participation in it.
Oh, okay. I will revert to my original form. And I will say, indeed, I do travel with those that brought you here. But they are not why I have come. I have some questions for you in regards to, well, me.
As you say this, all of the faces, Cruel's face, Five's face, its face, the little gremlins, they all sort of laugh in unison. And it says, "You come with questions, but nothing to give. Very well. Ask your questions."
Oh, shit. Well, it's like I said, you and I are alike, and you showed up out of nowhere, and I guess I'm wondering, what are you doing here?
Damn, I wish I had art for this. What you are going to see in response, Echo, is a vision. And what it is are these two dragons that are converging on this area in an army. And it's a flash of Phandalin, right? Like right as they're about to converge, you can see the terror on like the mercenaries' faces, you know, as they're aiming their weapons at these things. But the dragons, or rather, sorry, the giants are just like sort of storming in with little concern for these specialized arrows that the mercenaries have. And at the same time, you also get a glimpse of these other entities. There is a human army to the south that seems to be arriving from the forests. You see a mass of what looks like a tide of what look like zombies, which are sort of stumbling in from the northwest. You see, oh my gosh, what else do we have here? I have to like think about it. You see a sort of marching, sort of approaching from the northeast, a band of like centaurs and fae who have come like armed with like arrows. And as all of this is about to happen, you see this bell, which is at the top of this tree, and it rings just once, and it sends out like a shockwave, right? That just sort of like ripples across everything. And as it does, everything sort of slows down for just a moment. And from here beneath the tree, you can see from the bottom of the bell, demons begin crawling out from the bell itself. And they begin attacking everything, and they sweep over the armies, they sweep over the dragons, they sweep towards the fungus, they sweep over everything that you can see. And then once it's all done, they sort of like melt to the ground and they sweep back to a certain point. And that point gets sucked up inside the bell, And then all of this burning town, the tree, the landscape, everything around it begins getting sucked up inside this bell and focusing to a central point. And then the vision ends.
Okay.
And this entity tells you, sorry, just drank down the wrong pipe. This entity tells you, I am here to await the appointed moment when we take everything and prepare for the next phase.
Prepare for the next what?
The next phase.
Phase. Next phase of what?
And all of the faces that are sort of laughing kind of suddenly take on a very serious tone, and this creature tells you the end of the world.
And what would the end of the world bring to a creature such as you? Do you not thrive off of the humanity present here?
Humanity is no different from any other animal, and no different from ourselves, really. We are all of this world, and it ending is part of another greater cycle. All things are moving exactly as they are. This is simply an opportunity to continue to ensure that things progress as they do.
Can I do an insight check?
Sure.
I want to see how much of this is true. 16.
Oof. Hard to say,
too
Echo.
bad.
Not too bad, not
Hard
too
to
bad.
say.
Hard to say. There's a lot of... What you're picking up, Echo, is that there are fragments of truth, but you can't tell what isn't true. I will tell you, though, that your hunch is that most of it is true.
Most of it is true. Hold on a second. Hold on. I want to look at one thing because I think my result is not what my result actually is. You know what? Actually, it's fine. I'm not going to worry about it right now. All right. I did learn. Meryl Suhana told me this being would try to deceive me, right?
That is what Meryl Suhana said. She also told you if you tell it that you know Meryl Suhana, that it will make things much worse.
Oh yeah, I wasn't gonna mention anything. No.
But she did warn you this thing would try to manipulate you.
So I guess I know why it's here now, or what it said. These faces and these creatures you have with you, are they the same as me?
Yes. The little ones are the same as each of us. And sort of lifting open its robe with its many arms, you see there are actually many of these small imp-like creatures inside. And as the robe widens, you can see that the space on the inside of the robe is actually much, much larger. It's not like a body or a frame. It's like an open cavern within the robe. And that there's just a mass of these things which are sort of intertwined with organs, and they're all sort of like growing from somewhere like in the ceiling of like this cavernous space within the robe. But there's just like this string of little bodies. And as they're produced, you get more of, you know, whatever this thing is.
Did you... Do I come from you?
No. Not from me. But you come from the world. The abyss leaks from the fetal one. We are simply byproducts. But even we serve a purpose. And even you have a purpose.
You know my purpose.
I don't, but I know you have a role, or you wouldn't be here. Not now, not at the appointed time. Not that you are.
The appointed.
After all, you can't linger here, can you? How many questions do you
I'm afraid I
have?
cannot.
How did you get here?
That is a good question yourself. I'm afraid I do not know myself.
I will continue to watch you and the others. Do you have any other questions?
What may I call you?
It is unwise to reveal one's true name, but you may regard me as Ominace.
Ominace. Very well. Do I know how to leave here?
Echo. Let me think about this. Do I know how to leave here? Do you want to leave here?
I mean, I will eventually.
I would say that you do not know how to leave here.
Oh, shit. Very well. I don't think I have any more questions for this for this being.
Okay. Well, let me put it this way. As soon as you don't want to be here anymore, you will be plucked from this place.
Ah.
But you don't know that.
I don't know. Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
Right.
I want to take a good look at these writings in this symbol all around. Is there anything I'm picking up from that?
From this writing, it's not something you're familiar with.
I'm still going to take a real good look at it.
Are you trying to
Just to have
accomplish
it in
anything
mind.
with this good look?
To be able to sketch it later.
Okay.
That's what I'm attempting to do. Yeah, just
Sure
to kind of memorize it so I can sketch it later.
Sure thing. So you've asked Ominace this one thing. Do you have anything else you want?
Fuck. I don't know. I can't think of anything off the top of my head.
Okay. No sweat. We can.
Yeah.
So we can definitely yoink you out of here.
That's fine. I wish I could think of something else.
So you've asked your questions, and it begins asking you questions when you're suddenly whoop, yoinked back out of there. And it happens like instantly. So Luthien, you are you were like still sitting in your chair, right?
How long was the time that they were gone?
It was instantaneous.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Echo. So the two of you. Interesting. So Echo, Merosuhana is going to ask you, what did you learn?
I'm going to tell her telepathically, or like share the vision that it showed me. Describe that to her.
Interesting.
I will also sketch in my notebook the symbol I saw and give that to her.
Yes. Very good.
Oh my god, what the?
Very good. You've done quite well. Thank you. The two of you have more work to do. But what you've done will suffice for now. I will call upon you again. And you know what you have to do. Sort of regarding you, Luthien. And she's referring to you getting materials to assemble this mask, which you now just like know how to do. This knowledge has been imparted to you. You are going to begin building a mask.
All right.
Okay. So, with that being said, the two of you, do y'all have anything else y'all want from Merosuhana?
Do I get the thing I asked for?
Yes, you do get the thing that you asked for. And in fact, as soon as y'all said that earlier that y'all agreed and you had
Ooh, audio just cut out.
Yeah.
You said as soon as we agreed, and then it cut out.
ADC.
Okay, thank you. As soon as you agreed and said that you had like a done deal earlier, let me just check. Okay, cool. Yeah, it seems to be good. It was a done deal, like instantaneously. The tattoo needle disappeared from your inventory and was hers. You instantly gained your telepathy. You essentially have the telepathy feat for the sake of this. Luthien, I will give you more details outside the session. She will turn this thing back into the shade that it is, and then like dismiss it entirely, having demonstrated it to you as she wished. And the two of you will depart unless there's anything else y'all want.
I think we got it covered.
Okay, very good. Then I will move y'all back to... Well, really, I'll move y'all back to here first. I think that's appropriate.
So there was something I wanted to ask Echo. Was my guy around whenever they experimented with that necklace on the what were those big pig beasts called again? I can't remember. The ones that like
Great
were kind of
Boars?
hiding. The ones controlling the Great Boars.
Oh, the Fomorians.
Fomorians, there we go. Was that ever done? The experimentation with the lycanthropy?
Not lycanthropy, but we did like. Are you talking about Isadora poisoning?
Yes, that was done. What it resulted in was a large group of their elders being converted into basically like giant roided minotaur Fomorians.
Oh, okay.
And then the tribe took one of these, sliced off their face and replaced it with a cursed skull, which contained all of the previous rulers. And now this body's inhabitant as well.
Okay.
Yep.
So I don't know about the necklace that Echo has.
Oh, actually, no, or
Or wait, who has that right now? Is it Echo or is it Cruel?
Echo has a necklace.
But is it the lycanthropy one, or is it just like...
Yeah, it's that one.
Yeah, that's Echo.
I don't know what it does, I don't think. I just know that Echo got a necklace.
Well, Cruel actually was sort of telling Echo this. A few people were listening around a fire. I'm not sure if you were there for that. I think you were. I want to say Gimnis and Fife were there. Pretty sure it was. Yeah, I'm pretty sure y'all were all talking, but I could be mistaken. But anyways, yes, Echo has that.
Okay, I'm just taking mental notes.
Okay, okay.
I am interested in it, but I don't know its actual power. It just looks good, looks cool.
Okay. So as you return back to the Eye, and you step back out into, this area here, the two of you, do you have anything you want to say to Echo? Y'all want to say anything to each other before you return?
I say we speak nothing of this, right? No one else needs to know.
Of course, this stays between us. Oh, and one more thing. If we are going to speak, let's speak this way amongst the group. And I say that in my head to Luthien, into his head.
Nice. I respond back and I say, I agree. We should use this new tool of ours.
Just let me know when you want to talk, and I will initiate the conversation. Just give me a look.
Oh, I can't initiate with it. I have to
Yeah,
cue.
I kind of have to initiate it. Yeah.
There was something else I wanted to say. I'm trying to think.
If
Oh, yeah. Fife and Kroll may get in the way of our plans, but we aren't to harm them. They're more used to us than anything else.
I'll tell you what. Because you have been so good to me, I will consider this.
And I nod.
All right.
Cool.
There we go.
All right. So, when you return, you find the group engaged in a spicy debate about something confusing. I would say the two of you have been gone 45 minutes, maybe. That seems about right.
I'm foraging for 45 minutes.
To reassure the party, shenanigans are happening. I pull out the 7 echoing lilies, reverberating lilies, and so I found something neat, and I put them in a line, kind of going across here, and I tell Krull, and I say, get on one end of it.
Okay.
And then I go to the other, and I just say, can you hear me? And I whisper it through the opposite end.
I speak loudly back into the flower and go, yeah.
The flower shudders, and I touch my ear. It's we have a new way of communication if we wish to be more covert.
Cool.
Well, keep in mind that these aren't the most covert things, but they can be, because they're not exactly quiet.
Wait, are they seeds or are they full-grown flowers?
They're like flower pods that you can deploy.
Okay.
And then it will as long as they're within the vicinity of each other, they will, in whatever way you line them up, it will emit that sound along the whole chain as if each of those flower pods was the source. So it can get pretty loud if you've got like a bunch of them in one place. It'd be like 5 people saying the same thing.
I also have good news. The farmer has agreed to warn us before the farmer tries to betray us again.
Hypothetically,
Hypothetically, if it were to come up.
if it were real and
Yeah.
not made up, hypothetically, yes.
Yeah. So there's that, which I think is very cool. So if
We
the
should
farmer,
on it.
yeah. In fact, the farmer, can I give you a cool rock as a token of my appreciation for the deal?
Maybe. Definitely, probably, maybe.
Okay, I would like
Wait,
to
I
offer.
want to see the cool rock. Hold on.
Okay. I will show Fife the cool rock and hand the cool rock to the farmer.
Give it to Fife first.
Sure, Fife. Here, hand this to the farmer.
What is this? This is a cool rock.
Yeah.
What does it
Five,
do?
looking at
Yeah?
the stone, it is, I believe I said it was cobalt.
Ooh.
No, wait, that was the other stone, Cruel.
Aw.
This one, I believe, is a small green coin-shaped stone.
Mm-hmm.
Still cool.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
cold and pretty to look at.
Does
Fife,
it have... Yeah.
throw it at Gymnus.
Hey, Gymnus. Gymnus. Gymnus there?
Yes, Master Five.
Gymnus, look at this cool ass thing, and I toss it to Gymnus.
Gymnus takes it and he looks at it and he says, "It appears to be just a rock."
Wow, no eye for cool things.
I have no use for such things, but it is nice to look at, I suppose. And he tosses it back to you, Fife.
Okay. I don't know. Now what?
Give it to the farmer.
Oh, is this farmers? Okay, here you go.
Oh, thank you. And then I throw it as hard as I can at Gymnus.
Oh my god, alright, let's see.
Before it contacts Gymnus, I want to summon it back to myself and hand it to the farmer again.
Hey, what the fuck?
So
That was
the
cool.
farmer,
Do that
you,
again.
Like, hurl it and it just like out of the air.
Do that again. Throw it at Gymnus again.
I don't like this game.
What are you talking about? You didn't get hit? You didn't get hurt? Don't worry about it.
Gymnus begins skittering up the tree in an insectoid fashion.
Good old Gymnus.
Always skittering up trees.
Skittering up trees.
Classic Gymnus.
At this point, I need everybody to make me a dexterity save.
Oh.
Oh, here we go.
Like in a good way, right?
In a good way. As suddenly, arrows fly out from the dark.
23.
15.
Oh,
Somehow 12.
snap. Oh, snap. Alright, give me one quick second. Let me see what I got here for El Combato Musico. Done that one.
Combat, you say?
Yeah, sure. It's
Nice.
probably slightly too epic, but that's fine. Alright. So, let's see how we all did. Cruel, you're fine. Echo, you're fine.
You got 16, by the way.
Alright, give me one quick second. So what you are going to find is that the lot of you are being jumped by fucking a band of goblinoids.
We're supposed to be allying with them. Maybe we can convince them.
Yeah.
Perfect.
me sort of just put them in position here. Okay. Fucking god. Is that what goblins look like? Okay. So yes, you are being jumped on all sides. They are raining arrows down.
Bring it on.
So is this? Are they ambushing us, or is this?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
They are
All right.
ambushing all. Okay. Yeah, so I'm gonna say Cruel and Echo. You guys are fine. The rest of y'all are going to take 7 damage.
Oh my.
Oh my. Alright, let's go ahead and roll initiative, everyone.
Let's go.
Woo!
Give me a quick second. Okay, no
What?
sweat. No sweat. No sweat. Okay, so basically, what has happened thus far in the combat is that the party got jumped. Echo jumped in a tree, shot down at a bugbear. Luthien took a pretty heavy hit. Tried to use Detect Thoughts on a bugbear, failed to do so. And in a desperate situation, Luthien is crushing one of his dragonflies in order to see what happens. Isidore and Gibnus are both currently engaged with goblins themselves. And you had just rolled a what now?
A 9, a D 1D 10,000, and then it was a 9305.
Okay. Hang tight. Something's up with my OBS. Let me reconfigure my screen real quick. There we go. I have to fix that. Okay, forgive me. So, I'm going to ask you one more time. 9305. Okay, let's see what we got. 9305. Oh my god. Nearest town seeks death of all within 60 yards of target point. Okay. So, be forewarned, the closest civilization to you is completely out for your blood right now.
Wow.
That is unfortunate. I guess you're gonna be...
These are fucking potent dragonflies. I can't wait to look for more.
Okay. Alright, so... next up, Cruel or Pfeiffer. Have y'all returned? Are y'all okay? That's okay. Let's go ahead and re-roll initiative, everybody.
Wait. I'm here.
Oh, perfect. Okay,
Sorry.
cool.
Sorry.
Sweat.
Okay. My bad. I wanted to cast Sleep on these guys.
Ooh, good choice. Okay, what's that gonna be? A wisdom save?
I believe it's Wisdom, yeah.
Alright. Was that a +0 to the bugbear? -1. Okay. Okay. I will say one of the goblins does not fall asleep, but the bugbear and the goblin on the left will.
And then I would like to use my bonus action for Comprehend Language. Can I do that, or is that a main action?
Yes, you can, because that is a first level spell.
Okay. So then I would like to cast Comprehend Language. And then I'm going to kind of move in between these three.
Okay. So you're just gonna like run into their space?
Yeah, just get in their face.
So as you run up to him, this bugbear's gonna, as he's like pulling this arrow that like came out of the tree, is gonna sort of gesture to the other two, and he's gonna say, "Oi, get this big fucker!" And then these two little goblins are gonna sort of like turn on you, cruel. All right. Everybody reroll initiative already.
Let me do that now.
Okay. Let's do 20. 4, 3, 7, 9. Okay. Those are very, very low. Let's see what we're working with here. Is 5 okay? Do they have to sit out?
Yeah, they need to sit out. They're lying down.
Okay. No worries at all.
I think they got food poisoning.
And, oh, that sucks.
From Chipotle? Is that what I heard?
Yes.
Dude,
I've
food
never had a
poisoning's the
problem with them
worst.
before.
In that case, seeing Luthien get wrecked the way that Luthien just got wrecked, Fife is going to team up with Cruel to help cover Luthien. And so, while Cruel has disabled 2 of those, Fife is going to turn and fire a shot on this goblin behind him. Behind Luthien. Oh, that's the wrong button. Sorry about that. Boop. A 17 will absolutely hit, dealing enough damage to put this goblin down.
Die, stupid.
So, shortly after Luthien has told Echo not to kill Fife and Cruel, the 2 of them have just basically saved you from this ambush on this side. So, from the top of the round, we've got Echo. You are up first.
Yep. Okay, so Echo will take another shot at this guy with the crossbow.
Okay. Note that you are not currently hidden.
Oh,
Will
shit. That's
Definitely
okay.
hit though.
All right, I forgot, but that's okay because I'm going to. Is there a tree I can jump to, or can I climb up higher and hide again?
Make me a perception check. Let's find out.
There we go. 14.
I would say there's not another tree that you can jump to. However, you could jump higher. You won't be hidden from this group that Cruel's at because you've been shooting at them and they're well aware of you with that roll. But you would be hidden from these other 3 groups
Darn.
if you were to jump up there and use your action to hide, or bonus action. You want to go that route?
Yes, I will get up a little bit higher, a little further away from the chaos, and hide. That's my turn.
Hold on.
That's what I got.
The farmer, did you go last turn? I don't feel like you did.
I don't think I did.
I don't think you did. Go ahead,
Well,
Noah.
now-
What would you like to do?
Well, I also realized I'm not using my button for initiative. I'm using my sheet for initiative, and I think it's causing some problems too. I don't think it's updating everything. That's okay. How far away are the goblins?
I would say this group here is within your reach. I wouldn't
I
worry
would-
too much about spatial dimensions for the sake of this scene.
Angrily, the farmer grabs his great axe and he just goes over there and swings it.
Alright, farmer. Angrily swing that great axe, dude. Oh my god. Okay, so yeah, who are you targeting?
The closest one.
Okay, so the closest one, as the farmer sort of zombie walks over, dragging this axe, you sort of bring it in this 180 arc from off the ground behind you down on this goblin, and you are going to cleave it cleanly in half. It's going to splatter the ground with gore here, which is going to... Oh, yeah, he's super dead. He's super fucking dead.
Does that mean I get to make another attack? I think it's part of the...
Do you have Great Weapon Master?
I do.
Ah, then yes, you do.
16.
Oh my god, okay, so who are you targeting?
The one next to him.
The bugbear? Let's see what they got. What are they packing? Oof, okay. So, as you're coming in on that bugbear, this bugbear sees you and he's ready for it this time. So as this axe is coming down, he is actually going to parry it here with the shield. And
nice.
He sort of readies this axe that he's got. What's that axe? What the fuck has he got? A mace? Morning Star. Ooh, nice. Yeah, you see him. So he reaches for his belt, right? Because he was holding a javelin, and he pulls out this nasty, ugly, spiky stick. Alright, alright. Anything else you want to do with your turn?
That's it.
Okay. Alright, so now we're back to Echo.
I'm good with that turn. I moved, attacked, hid.
Oh, perfect. Okay.
Yeah, I'm good with it.
So we're down to Cruel.
You attacked the bugbear?
Yeah, the one in front of you.
Yeah,
Okay.
the one in front of you, yeah.
I will cast Divine Smite. I am not hitting to kill. I'm using my Redemption Paladin passive, to where if I kill it, I actually take control of it for 1 minute.
Oh, shit. Okay.
And I'm going to do the Divine Smite, the bugbear.
The bugbear? Okay.
Fuck.
Okay. So Cruel. So what's the flavor of this, out of curiosity? Do you just want to paint me a picture here?
Of me missing?
Yeah, sure. So, like, what does it look like?
I imbue my staff. If I can just take a big ol' roundhouse swing at its head, and it easily ducks under it, and...
And then the magic just fades. Oh.
No, the magic doesn't fade. It's there. My staff is imbued.
Oh, fuck yeah. So it's just whenever you hit next.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Okay, cool. So it's not wasted then. That's good. Alright, you still have the bonus action. Unless that cost it, but I don't think it does, right?
No. It's just the attack. Well then, I would like to use my bonus action to tell the goblins that I'll help them kill the bugbear if they want, and set them free.
And you say this in what, common?
In common, yeah.
In common, okay. Oh, jeez. Alright. Make me an insight check, Cruel.
Okay.
Okay. What you say doesn't even register with them. You're able to glean that much. Okay. It's Fife once again. Fife is going to just... Unless you want to do anything else, Cruel.
Nope, that's it.
Okay. Standing still again, Fife is going to aim carefully, and they fire off another arrow at this goblin up here. Ooh, and they... Actually, let me see. Yeah, they are actually not going to hit.
Which one is Fife aiming at?
Fife is aiming at this one here.
Okay.
And... Damn, yeah, they used their movement for that. Okay, so... That's gonna be it. That's gonna be their turn. So, the farmer, you are up next.
Okay. I'm going to swing my axe at the hobgoblin.
Swing away, farmer. Oh my god.
Ready?
So strong.
Oh my god.
It's a mess.
Alright, so... The farmer. you sort of lift, having crushed your axe in a downward arc on this. You lift your axe up as you step forward in another arc, which swings upwards in an uppercut, and it's going to cleave this bugbear, which screams and flies against this tree, and then collapses down to the ground, taking a whopping 23 damage.
He'll be fine.
It looks severely wounded. Make me an insight check, Farmer.
23.
A 23? Okay. Yeah, this bugbear is going to attempt to flee. It's not dead, but it is severely wounded, and it is not trying to stick around and die.
How far away is he?
It's just smashed against this tree. I would say maybe 5 feet away from you.
As a bonus action, since this is a first level spell, I will cast Tasha's Hideous Laughter.
Oh shit. Okay, what is that? A wisdom save?
Wisdom save DC 12.
Alright, and with that, the bugbear is going to drop to the ground. Do you want it to be laughter, or is it like in like spore fits, or like what do you have in mind?
Can it be screaming?
Yeah, absolutely. So the bugbear begins howling and screaming and writhing upon the ground.
Cool. Yeah, let's do that. That's the opposite of laughter.
Yeah, so this is going to have an alarming effect upon the other goblins here, who hear this horror. Alright, anything else you want to do with your turn?
The hobgoblin next to me is like screaming his lungs up, and then like I guess there's a goblin next to me that's just in front of me.
This goblin's like kind of backing away, like I would say this goblin in front of you is like completely unnerved by what just happened.
Look at him, and in my turn I say,
Oh, he'll be fine. Don't worry.
Oh god. Okay. Yeah. This goblin begins like pacing backwards, preparing to flee on its turn. Okay. And Luthien, I see you have a 13 there. Did you re-roll?
I haven't gone yet.
Okay.
13 is it?
Alright, then you are up.
Alright, so these right here, I'm gonna put a what's it called? A darkness over it.
Mm-hmm.
And
Wait, which ones?
these over here that are asleep, I'm gonna just shroud them in a 15-foot square of darkness, a cube.
Okay.
And then my bonus action, I'm going to firebolt. Let's see, where's my firebolt button? I'm gonna firebolt this one right here. That's next to it.
Okay.
Cool.
Let's see it.
I don't know if that hits.
Ooh, that is not gonna hit.
Dude, I keep missing with these. I don't think I've hit one yet.
Oh man.
I don't think I've hit one
In the campaign.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. Feel free to use your own dice if you like.
I know.
Oh my god. Okay. I think I missed one of these bugbears going, so these last 2 pairs are going to go here. Or actually these last 3. So Cruel, the bugbear in front of you that you just swung at is going to attempt to strike you with its Morning Star. You are currently flanked, so it will roll this at advantage, but unfortunately a 19 does not hit you.
Nope.
Okay.
Cool.
Alright, so these goblins are going to swing on you as well. They are Also at advantage. Ooh, a scimitar is gonna hit you for 1 strike. Oh, and the other is going to crit cruel. Oh my god. Okay, so. Alright, so you are actually about to take a serious amount of damage. Let's see here. 6 plus 2 of those, and 1 of those was a crit for this much. For this much damage. Oops.
12.
No. It's actually going to be a total of 31 damage.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So these 2 goblins stepping on either side of you are going to, like, hack at you with scimitars, and each of them is going to catch you hard on either side and deal a sort of scissor attack that catches you in each of your
Scissor me
each
timbers.
sides of your rib cage. And Echo, you're going to see this as Cruel takes these vicious
Wait.
strikes.
1 sec. Does barrier... No, only range, right?
What is it?
1 sec. No.
You good?
Yeah.
Okay. Over here, these guys, seeing what's going on with the farmer, but being shot at by 5. This bugbear is going to... is going to throw a javelin at the farmer and run up to 5. Oh god, they fucking can't hit you for shit. Alright, and then this guy's gonna run up to 5, get within melee range. This other goblin is going to take a shot at you. Does 19 hit you, the farmer?
It does.
Okay, then you are going to take 2d4 plus 2, 8 damage.
Damn.
As a little goblin arrow sticks into your desiccated back. It doesn't hurt, of course. It feels like something stabbing into styrofoam. It's about as much sensation as you get.
Word. Down to 25.
Okay. All right, and then it's these last 2. This bugbear, does it save at the end of its turn? Is that how that works?
I believe so, but don't quote me on that. I'm gonna look it up real quick.
We'll say at the end of its turn, because I feel like it would kind of suck if it wasn't. What was it? Wisdom. It is still howling and shrieking. This goblin is going to use its action to disengage, turn, and run into the woods. Okay. Alright, and that's going to get rid of, well, of that one anyway. Alright, so everyone re-roll initiative if you haven't done so already. Let me do saves for 220. Ooh, okay. One of these, the bugbear is going to wake up. The goblin does not.
I got a 16, but it didn't update in the turn order.
Oh, I see that. 16. Right, how do we do it right now? 230, okay. Not too shabby. Alright. guys. 18, 4, 10, 1. Yikes. Wow, 25 echo. Holy shit. Okay. Well, with a 25, you're up first.
Yeah. Can you kind of... Okay, a lot's happened. What do I see right in front of me going on here?
Okay, so here's what's
We got
happened. Echo.
darkness. We got Farmer holding his own. What else we got?
So, what you have seen from up here, because you've been up there since the beginning of this. Perfect, yeah. You've been up here since the beginning of this. Luthien basically got mauled by a bunch of arrows. Cruel sent this group over here to sleep, while Fife supported by taking out one of the goblins. Luthien covered this group with a patch of darkness and fired off a bolt of iridescent flame to support Cruel, but missed. Cruel ran into this group, enchanted his staff, missed this bugbear here, who attempted to swing back at Cruel but missed. These two goblins, however, sort of each swung on Cruel from the sides and dealt a massive amount of damage to Cruel. So you just saw Cruel take a very serious blow. Fife was also able to take out one of the goblins on this side and has been run up on by a bugbear, whereas the farmer over here has taken out one of the goblins, intimidated another, and incapacitated the bugbear. I think that's everything that's happened in this fight so far.
Okay, no one's actually down yet, though, right?
Cruel is very seriously... maybe not, actually. How you doing, Cruel?
I mean, I've got a normal person's amount of health left, so.
Okay.
Okay.
So Cruel is in danger.
Okay.
Fife is also
I'm in danger.
not in the best spot.
Ooh, ooh, ooh. Okay, I am... What am I going to do? Is everyone pretty preoccupied at the moment?
I would say so, yes.
I'm
Except
not
maybe
there.
Luthien.
Yeah, the people who were attacking me got slept, and then I double CC'd them.
Okay. I want to jump to another tree to try and hide before I attack. If
Okay.
that's possible.
Alright, make me another perception. Let me see.
If you don't want me to do perception, I have a way to get to the tree that doesn't really involve...
You know what? I feel like we tried to generate before. There wasn't a tree nearby, but you have plenty of movement.
I have a lot of jump distance is the thing.
What's your jump distance?
It's like 88 feet.
Oh, that's right. Oh,
Yeah.
okay, never mind. Well, never mind. Alright, yeah, forget the perception check. There's a tree you can get to. I forgot about that. If that's the case, yeah, so you're just moving to a different area of the battlefield. Where would you like to move to? With that distance, you could jump to any tree on the battlefield.
Oh, can I just jump over to this tree right here and shoot at this guy?
Absolutely. You can absolutely.
Can I hide first?
Yeah. So
It is
you
possible.
jump over, make me a stealth check.
Got it. Nat 20.
Wow.
Or
okay.
29.
Yes, then you can absolutely sneak attack this fool.
Amazing.
Although, come to think of it, because Cruel is there, you don't actually need stealth for sneak attack. That's just up to you.
Oh. Okay, well. Okay.
Okay.
Good to know. That is good to know. 21 to hit.
Okay, yeah.
So, I'm going to do that. I got my sneak attack, and I'm... how's it looking with 11 damage?
That is... What is that, a... Do you throw knives, or do you use, like, a short bow? What's your...
I use a hand crossbow.
A hand crossbow. Okay, cool. So yeah, how do you kill this? What the fuck is the phrase? I haven't done this in so fucking long. How do you do this?
How do you want to do this?
How do you want to do this? Thank you.
Yeah. So as it looms over Cruel, I imagine it opens its mouth to like go in to attack, and an arrow comes through the back of its skull out the mouth, and it falls dead.
Oh my god. Okay, so Cruel. You had just swung on this thing. You see as a bolt explodes out of its face. And it, as Echo describes, is going to fall over dead.
Cool.
It's my turn.
Okay. The next turn order, the one that just died? Or which one is that? Oh, no, it's the one that's asleep.
Yeah, it's the one that's asleep. Okay. Okay. So, this bugbear is going to come running out. East. Okay. Ooh. And then sees Luthien, Cruel, and Fife. Seeing that Cruel is fighting the goblins, and Luthien is there as well. Is going to turn on Luthien and run up to you, Luthien, and make a Morning Star attack.
No way I can counter that. I'm probably fucked here if he hits.
19. This is going to deal 2d8 plus 2.
I am fucked.
For 4 damage.
Wow. Never mind.
That is so lucky, dude. Oh my god.
I'm fucked next round.
Oh my god, Luthien. Okay, so this guy, you see him coming, I will say this, Luthien, because he stumbles out of the dark. And so as he comes forward, he's like swings with his momentum. And he does manage to clip you, but you're able to dodge it well enough. Okay. And next up is the farmer. What would you like to do to the farmer?
Okay, so there's an escaping goblin like 30 feet away, right?
Yes, it's generally out of combat at this point, unless you want to try and follow it.
How far away is it?
Like 30 feet outside the combat area.
So 60 feet away from me.
Within 60 feet. It's 30 feet away from you at present.
Okay, so I can cast something that has a 30-foot range.
Oh my god, yes, you can.
That's not.
So what is it?
Tasha's Hideous Laughter, the DC of 12.
Oh god, okay. Let's see what we got. Catch that fleeing rat. Minus 1. Oh my god. Okay. Alright, let me put him back on the map again, and there he is. Unable to flee, he collapses to the ground.
I walk up to him and I swing on him.
Oh shit, it's the wrong thing. Alright. It is incapacitated. It's an auto crit. You splash this goblin across the ground.
Nice.
There is nothing left of this creature.
Cool. In my turn.
Okay. Now that your bloodlust is satisfied, let's who's up next? No, that was awesome though, good shit.
Wait, who went and who didn't? I rolled a 3, so I'm like next to last.
The farmer Cruel is up next.
Cool. Yeah, I'm up.
Okay.
Okay.
Wasn't showing.
I seem to have turned the background blue.
Real quick, 5 can run away without opportunity attacks, right?
Correct.
Okay. So, and Luthien cannot. So,
Yes.
Um,
Luthien is in a pickle.
I want to cast Sanctuary on Luthien as my bonus action.
Nice.
So, as long as Luthien... Oh, wait. How does it turn? Oh, wait.
No, Sanctuary is awesome. What's the DC on that? Everybody that tries to hit Luthien has to save first.
Yes. Or they have to choose a different target, or they don't get to attack.
It's a good spell.
Okay. Well, then I will just do that, and then I will swing on one of the goblins next to me. I guess I'll swing at the one that's towards Luthien.
Alright, go for it.
I will miss. Just 15 hit.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Wait, let me think about this. Referencing data. Beep, boop, beep, boop, beep, beep. Yes, 15 will hit.
And can I command it to tell the other one to stop attacking me?
Is that part of your thing? You can like compel them.
It is
'Cause
under
you
my
take it
control
out.
for the next
Oh
minute.
my god, yes.
Yeah.
Could you? Okay. All right. Have me.
I roll charisma.
Yeah, roll charisma for the goblin. Your
Yeah.
modifier is a plus -1.
Sure.
Oh shit. That's a charisma save, but
Oh.
you rolled a 19 for it, so a
Okay.
-1. Okay, so I will say with this, the second goblin is certainly confused enough that it stops attacking for a round. Well
Okay.
done. Well done. It's good shit. Okay. Anything else you want to do with your turn?
Nope, that's it.
Okay. Fife is up next. They will disengage, use their action to move towards the farmer, who is wrecking shit right now. And will...
I'd say 5 should go between me and Cruel. Looks like the safest spot.
The two of y'all?
If they're trying to get away from that guy.
Nah, the Fife is like not really a melee kind of character.
Oh, what's the range?
The Fife is like definitely a rangy kind of character.
Yeah,
Fife,
I know.
Fife will run off sort of in this direction and put some distance between them. And then with their action, will turn and make just a regular shot. Oof, which will definitely hit and deal 6 damage. That's their turn.
Nice.
Well done, Fife.
Well done.
Bugbear, who's this? They're gonna save against the farmer.
And fail.
And what's the DC on that farmer?
That'd be a 12.
Okay. The bugbear's seizure finally stops and sort of standing upright, it clambers to its feet. But that's at the end of its turn, so that's it for it. Alright, and that brings us to Luthien.
Okay. Time to break out the big guns. Tides of Chaos.
Oh, shit.
Basically, Surge is triggered after a first level spell, and the first level spell I'll be using is, let's see, which one do I want to use? I'm also going to use Empowered spell as well, so
Hell
in case
yeah.
my damage dips below Wisdom. What do I want to use? I might just use Magic Missile. So I'll use Magic Missile, and all 3 will be sent at the one right in front of me.
Wow, okay. Alright, go ahead and roll me a D10,000.
That's only if I roll a 1 though, right? Wild Magic is...
No,
Sir,
it's every time you use Tides of Chaos. Your next roll will be at advantage.
Oh, I see now. I see now. Okay. I
Oh.
misread them.
No, you probably read it correctly, but we adjusted it because the way it's written in the book is problematic for a couple of reasons.
That's my
6,
number.
4, 3. You have next fire set by caster burns in an inverted cone.
So
Interesting.
any fire? Like firebolt?
The next thing you cast, yeah. The next fire thing you cast is going to be a cone that's wider at you and narrows.
Does that magic missile doesn't hit, right?
It does. Magic missiles always hit.
Okay, so I should probably get rid of the hit for that then.
Yeah.
So
Ooh,
3
they
force damage each.
3. Oof. Okay, so 12.
Swapping 9. I have no way to heal myself. It's very unfortunate.
Oh shit. Okay. Does
I don't have
Empowered do anything?
Actually, yes, it does. I can re-roll up to my wisdom modifier if I wanted, which would be like, I think 2. I don't know if I want to do that though. Oh, re-roll a number of the die. Hold on, let me read this again.
That wouldn't really be useful for a magic missile.
Yeah, I'm not going to do that. Instead, I'll use my bonus. I'll just use fireball, so I'll trigger the effect with firebolt.
Okay.
Never mind. So shit.
Does an empowered spell do something for you here? I'm not familiar.
Well, that's
with
the bonus. That's a bonus action, and I technically just used it to cast firebolt. So no, I can't use both at the same time unless I use my regular action for firebolt, then add it on empowerment.
I see. Okay. All right, Luthien. Then we will move over to the last bugbear, who is going to attempt to help the one next to the farmer. Who's going to run up to the farmer. Farmer, you are now flanked. And it is going to swing on you, sir.
Bring it on.
This is going to be at advantage. Does a 23 hit you?
It does.
Alright, and that is going to deal 2d8 plus 2. 14 damage to you.
Yikes.
Uh-oh. Alright, everybody re-roll initiative. I have 3 bugbears left. Oh, there's a goblin here as well.
I got a 10. I don't know why it's not up there.
The farmer, this goblin back here, is going to fire an arrow at you as well.
Oh shit.
Let's see. But it doesn't hit.
Right.
Okay.
Thank God.
Little fucker. Alright. 3d20. Alright. Where are we at? Where are my bugbears at? I got 8, 10, 11, 3. Alright, everybody already rolled?
See.
Okay, cool.
See.
Alright, Echo, you are up yet again with another tremendous initiative roll.
So I have sneak attack on these guys? Is Cruel's there?
Yes, you do.
That one is incapacitated, though. It actually can't do anything.
Oh, okay, I didn't know that. Okay. Is this guy also incapacitated?
No, but he's skipped.
Save me, Echo.
I was actually gonna say, like, this is just a goblin, and then this guy is like a big old bugbear, so I think
Yeah, I'm no longer flanked, so I'm not going to get hit. I'm fine.
Okay. I'm going to aim for this guy next to Luthien.
Okay. Keep in mind, if you choose to make melee attacks, you get an offhand attack as well. But
I get
if
2 attacks?
Yes, because you have 2 short swords. However, if you just use your long sword, you are still at a distance. So the trade-off is that you get the 1 attack, unless you take a feat for it.
I'm going to stay up here while there are still many enemies about.
No
My
sweat.
HP isn't super great. It's okay, but...
Yeah, that's totally okay. Okay, so go ahead and make your roll.
Yeah. 20. Ooh, nat 20.
Oh my gosh, okay.
Is that 12 damage? Or is that 6? Already doubled.
That's 6 plus 6, so that's 12. Yeah, that would be 12 damage plus
Sneak attack?
sneak attacks. So 18
Which is-
plus another 6, so 24 total damage. So how do you do this one, Echo?
This one's going through one ear, out the other ear.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Like straight through.
Okay, so Luthien, you're sort of fending off this bugbear who's like right up in your face, and you're having a hard time catching it with your spells. Your situation's dire. You're wounded when an arrow suddenly manifests in this bugbear's head, and looking up into a tree, you see among the limbs Echo sort of crouching in the branches. And you note
Not
that
at Luthien.
Echo saved you there. Okay.
How bad is
Yeah,
Luthien looking?
Pretty bad.
Luthien is very bad. Luthien's at 3 HP.
I'm like covered in blood and shit. And I don't know what I got hit by.
Covered in blood and shit.
So I've used my action. I'm gonna use my movement. Can I jump down next to Luthien?
Yeah, totally.
I jump down next to Luthien,
Thank you.
and I'm gonna hand him a healing potion that I have.
Nice.
How much?
It is. I think it's just a regular.
10, yeah.
Yeah.
Anything else?
Movement, action, bonus action. As a bonus action, what can I do? Bonus. I think I'm good. I don't think I can do anything. I'm good. That's my go.
Okay. Cruel, you're up next.
Okay. I'm going to command the controlled goblin to yell at the other one to stop attacking and to lay down its weapons. And while it does that, I'm going to try and show that I'm not going to attack it if it doesn't attack me. And I'm just going to kind of open myself up but prepare to dodge.
Okay. Alright. Make me a... Let me see. Make me another persuasion check using a 0 modifier. 10? Okay. And then you're dodging as well?
Yeah.
Okay. And that's it for your turn?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Excellent. It does not look like this other goblin is persuaded, given that, like, the bugbears just got taken out here and here.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so Farmer, you are up, sir. The situation is looking a little more dangerous for you over here. In fact, it's looking very dangerous for you over here. What would you like to do?
So there's a bugbear to my north, right? 5 feet away.
Yes, they are both within 5 feet.
I'm gonna swing on that one.
Okay.
It's not a good roll.
Ooh, that's not a good roll, Farmer.
Nope.
That's not too good.
I'm going to cast Second Wind.
Alright, okay.
I can't
Farmer
remember.
recovers a little bit of health. It's a d10 plus your fighter level.
That's right. Okay.
It might also be plus con, I'm not sure.
That didn't work.
Okay. Anything else you want to do with your turn?
Yep, 3 hit points. That's it.
Alright. Fife is up next. Fife is going to circle around back behind this tree this way
It's stealth.
and fire an arrow this way. And that will hit this bugbear here. Let's see here. Actually, I gotta roll for it. Yes. Stealth for the advantage, and then fire with advantage. So, yes, that will hit. That will kill this bugbear.
Nice.
And it'll go through and hit the other one, right?
That is correct. And it will deal sneak attack damage, 7 damage to this other bugbear here. Oh, shit.
Wow.
Correct that. 27. There we go. Okay, so it's looking pretty rough. But this one over here is down. At this point, all of the bugbears but one are dead. And the goblins are looking visibly demoralized. Okay. This last bugbear is still here. It is going to shout out to the others and disengage from you, Farmer. And turn and run 30 feet to the south. That will move it sort of down here in case you try to pull shenanigans. Okay. This goblin over here, let's see, what will it do? What will it do? Yeah, seeing how everything just went down. It's gonna take a pot shot at you, Farmer, and then turn and run. But it's not gonna hit.
Nice.
And then he's just gonna fucking scamper off like a little rascal. Alright, he goes out of there that way. Okay. Luthien, you are up next. There are 2 goblins on either side of Cruel. And one...
What's the status
shit, I forgot
right
to
there?
roll for that goblin right there. Okay, I'll say this turn it wakes up. So, sorry, what'd you ask, Luthien?
What's the status of this one?
It is alive, but severely beaten.
No, I
and
mean, like, what's with the icon? Like, what status effect does
It's
it have?
charmed by Cruel.
Oh, okay, so I won't hit that one. I will hit that one with a fireball.
I don't know. Cruel, is there any sort of visible indicator of your... Is there any kind of visible indicator of your charm effect? What's your flavor?
I mean, it's... No, it's just down and obeying me.
Yeah,
like
I don't know that you would necessarily be able to distinguish then, Luthien.
Oh well, I'm
You just see
attacking it.
You just see it's not attacking, and it's fucked up. Like, I hit it really, really hard.
I guess I didn't notice it. So firebolt incoming.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead and roll.
Oh my fucking god.
Cool.
God fucking damn it.
Luthien, given that this
I use my
goblin-
bonus action for a tantrum.
given that this goblin is charmed and not currently hostile to you, I don't think it is expecting this attack from you.
Oh, come on.
So, I mean, this goblin, because Cruel, you told me this goblin had put its weapons down and it was facing this other goblin, right?
Yes.
Okay. And Luthien, meanwhile, had this thing beating his ass, and then he turns around and sees this goblin standing beside you. Tell you what, Luthien, tell you what. Make me an insight check.
What do I see?
Yeah. So Luthien, you are gonna turn and roast this goblin right here.
You mean miss the goblin? Won't be any roasting.
Well, I mean, I was kind of thinking with that 12, you would not be putting it together.
Oh, okay. So what? I don't cast it, or I do cast
Well,
it?
you just see in the thick of combat, there's this goblin who's like right next to Cruel, and he's like chattering with this other goblin here. So I was just thinking, yeah, with the advantage, you were just gonna crispy fry it. This is getting a bit
that's right.
complex though. If y'all just want to like not hit it, I don't want to sweat this too much.
You can hit it. It's fine. Yeah.
I hit it. I was gonna hit it.
All right. So without further ado, this goblin is going to drop as well. There is now one goblin left.
You watch as your goblin friend Cruel just melts into flames.
Okay. We will... Oh, shit. There's actually this other goblin who just woke up. Alright, so what we will do is I will wake this guy back up here because this is the end of the round. We will pick up the next session with these final two goblins having sort of been abandoned and the others picked off. And we'll just work from there.
Alrighty.
All right.
Sounds good.
What a fight, y'all.
Nice.
Sesh.
Good shit,
Very
you
good
guys. Well, awesome. Appreciate y'all playing, and we will catch y'all in session 17.
Later on.
Alright. Catch you later. Good sesh.
See ya.
Thanks for hosting.